my, folks. This is going to be a hard defense. I'm not sure how many of you saw the last episode. Things went horribly wrong. The Hutet. The Kyria has been massively damaged. My fleet utterly annihilated over the skies of Verania. And we're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. We've not got much territory at all. And the House of Targesh been absolutely rolling us. Absolutely rolling us, folks. It is a huge, huge concern and worry. But we have aces in the hole. We have Miral-class constructors, which hopefully I'm going to be able to make use of in order to get a new defense station here. This is our new front line for the time being. There's nowhere else to go. There is nowhere else to go, and we already have a starbase over here. Isla Snore. This is going to be able to protect this flank from the pirates, at least. While there are a lot of them here, we can't lose this planet to bombardment, so I'm not so concerned about this, and more concerned about the huge amount of Klingons that were at Verania. If I just hover over there, we can see on the info card icon that there's a whole lot of bad times over there. General Martok is leading several Nervars, Predator classes, even some of my own Galore classes that he has taken over. Katinga classes, Sukjaz, Stalkers, they're all there. So, yeah, a little bit terrifying. A couple of hellos to people. Hello to Patrick. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? Patrick always asks about when I'm going to do more sins. Here's some. Lord Reaper, Brian, Farbicus. Hey, Farb. Thank you very much for some of the icon suggestions that you've been making recently. Really do appreciate that. Tashida and Holman. Let's unpause and see what the pain brings.
They dare not stand up to the technology of Cardassia.
That was
Give
true.
the word.
Yes.
Ready to fight.
You guys get over here.
Armed and ready.
What's up, Shadow Tango? How you going?
Awaiting further orders.
We do have a Keldon. Let's get the armor buff
What
on
shall
the
we
go.
build?
And we do need quite a lot to deploy our Evis. 750. Right. It looks like we're
New destination.
in a good position when it comes to Tritanium. So let's... Yeah, there we go. That'll get us an Evis. What I'd like to do, I think, is deploy it... I think probably
New
there.
destination.
But let's test the
Adjusting
waters with that.
course.
Affirmative.
We are yours to command.
So somewhere, roughly speaking, yeah.
New destination.
Give the word.
And it would also behoove us to grab some more tactical development on this world. What's up, Alpha? How you going, Mama? And Mukul as well. Hello. What have we got over here that we haven't done? Threat detection system and indeed the sensor dampening suite. It would be a good idea for us to grab those. Now over here, if I was to place an Ivec defense station, I could also place some turrets. Now they look like they haven't got a lot of range here, of course.
All stations ready.
Come outwards a little bit. But with a little bit of luck, this range will be increased by our Avec defense station, and we can drag them into it. Our scientists have developed a new technology.
Construction crews standing
What are you doing,
by.
Sausage Face?
What shall we build?
Right, let's take you over
New
there to
destination.
Ungare.
We are yours to
But not
command.
you.
Construction crews standing by. What shall we build?
You that
We
needs
are
to go to
yours to
Ungare.
command.
Mind you, I don't suppose it matters.
Our colony is under siege.
Yes, I know our colony's under siege.
We are yours
Tell
to
me what I
command.
don't know. Colony's always under siege.
Our scientists have developed a new technology.
New destination.
How long till they all die? That's a good question, Air Rider.
Construction work is complete.
Hello, Brendan.
Construction work is complete.
We are yours to command.
Fingers crossed. Actually, it might be better. Try and get this like right in.
Cannot comply.
Oh, too late. Right, the Hutet is being slowly repaired.
Awaiting further orders.
Waiting further orders. See how we're doing over here. Of course, the planet is taking a bit of a pasting. One thing I suppose that we could do is we could get the Spiral Lance. We could just start blowing the odd shit out of the air here. Which wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea, I suppose. It's more the heavy raiders that are the problem than anything else.
We must not allow this to transpire.
Sounds like the magnificent Gull has returned. He has.
For too long, we Cardassians have yielded to the outrageous demands of the Federation and its allies.
For too long. So, folks, oh god, this could be the end for us. Go defensive overhaul, more offense as well. Draw them in, draw them in, draw them into our defensive lines.
Moving.
Hang on, what are those? Are those stalkers? Where are the stalkers? Kill them.
Then pay.
We must not allow this to transpire.
Oh, shabumpkins. What's your current operational range? Well, sensor dampening's going to work.
Give the word.
Construction work is complete.
There goes one stalker, take another one.
Construction work is complete.
More offensive upgrades, please.
Awaiting further orders.
Give the word.
Oh, there's another stalker down.
And fire. Make them pay.
Make them pay for what they've done. There's a big explosion.
Fire weapons.
Interesting that the enemy have a harpy. It's something that they've taken over from the Romulans, clearly.
A true victory is to make your enemies see they were wrong to oppose you in the first place.
To force them.
To acknowledge your greatness.
Oh my, Starman, thank you so much for the $20 donation. I really do appreciate that. Oh god, I tabbed out. To war, he says. Yep,
Give the
war is
word.
unending. Got another stalker class there that we need to get rid of. Looks like we've got a lot of Hidekis that are helping us out now, though, which is very good news as far as we're concerned. Let's go for some more offensive support. We'll take that Spiral Lance upgrade as well here. Must see what's going on elsewhere in our empire. It appears things are getting a little bit tasty all up here as well. There is a Negvar Kern is here.
Under attack. We must respond.
We must respond. But how? How can we respond to such reckless hatred? It appears our enemy are also advancing from this direction, which is why we brought the Morale class constructor down here.
All stations ready.
But is it going to be
We are
enough?
yours to command. Affirmative.
Is it going to be enough? Enemy are bringing in more and more and more. We cannot lose this this planet for bombardment alone. They must kill Isla Snore. So let's up its defenses just a smidge. Oh, good gravioli. Come on. Roll back, folks. Roll back.
Affirmative.
Oh, God. Looks like Kentar's just about dead. The Hutet is still holding the line. Keldon is in bad straits. They're not in a position to call in support. What can we do against such reckless hatred? I suppose die is the most likely outcome.
For Cardassia. Affirmative. Make them pay.
Oh my.
Construction work is complete.
Looks like the enemy haven't brought stalkers. Oh lord. It's also something that might happen which we haven't considered. We need imperial enforcement and oppressive regime. Not that the Cardassians are an oppressive regime, of course, they love it. Tet is still holding up, but she is the only craft now holding. Can this be enough? Not sure that it can. With the Hutet being the only ship holding the line. Well, that was a big explosion, whatever it was. Probably one of our defense turrets, knowing our sterling luck. And of course he gets tag teamed, yes. Things are rough. Very, very rough. Oh, stop screaming, everything's fine. I use the term fine loosely.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
I'd love to be able to. Madrid, get in there. Let's have some sadistic tendencies. Shit, we're going to lose the planet. Damn it, Gowron.
One of our colonies has been lost.
And the Hutet is going to go down as well. Just didn't have the defenses. More or less down to our home world now. I could try and retreat the Hutet, but it's just too late. There's too much damage potential. Oh, there she goes. What can we do, folks? Is there anything that we can do? Not sure that there is. Just not sure that there is.
We are yours to command.
She's definitely going down. A lot of damage potential being unlocked by those Klingons at the moment. Oh god.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
So what's our answer to this? Hideki spam, I hear you say. I don't think it's a good answer.
Our colony is under siege.
Colonies seem to be regularly under siege at the moment. And there goes Madrid as well. I think we've got to call this a loss, haven't we?
Ready.
You'll be fine, stop screaming. Well... You know. You know. Let's grab Oppressive Regime.
For the Union.
For the Union.
Moving.
Oh god, here they come.
New heading.
Stop it. Hi girl, don't suppose you have an idea as to the next time you'll do a community match? Next week sometime.
New technology.
Ready. Yes.
See what you can do against the Obliterator over there. Perhaps. Oh, hello.
Engaging the enemy.
That's a stalker, don't worry about anything else. The moment we lose Peran Nor, our game is over. Utterly over. What's the Pollux class doing over here? Hey, bugger off. I know your tricks.
For the Union.
For the Union.
One of our colonies has been lost.
Other colonies been... How
For
did
the
you get
Union.
lost? Oh, no. They destroyed the station. Shit. Folks, our game is over.
For the Union.
Cannot win this now. Bugger.
Yes.
Yes?
Fire weapons. For the Union. Destroy them.
It might be reasonable to suggest here that I should start another
We
campaign.
have come under attack. We
Which is, I
must
think, what I'll do.
respond.
Oh, God!
Oh god.
Go, my Zakdorn allies, go! The good news is, if you can suggest that there's any good news here, it does allow me to put one more file into the folder, which fixes a couple of issues that I noted last time. Go, Talcats! You know what you're good for. Blowing up in the face of the enemy.
For the Union.
For the Union.
Any more stalkers I need to deal with? Yes, here's one. Kill it.
Ready.
Listen to those pathetic screaming fools.
Engaging the enemy.
Are there any specifications for what I need to play with you? Just working sins, really. As long as your sins works, that's just good times,
For the
basically.
Union.
There is no Klingon menace. Civic and Magic says, things seem to be going well. Yes, yep, everything's working as intended. You'll be pleased to note. Oh, those Klingon bastards.
Ready. Ready.
Goddamn Klingons and their battle chants at my home world. How dare they? How dare they? utter bastardy. It's not fair, it's not big, it's not clever.
Ready. New
Let's
heading.
retreat everyone to here. Bob reckons the Klingon menace are fake news. I wish they were. Well, let's see about... maybe we grab some more defences, or potential defences at least. Put a Healy McBoodle in somewhere. There's one. More turrets, please. Turrets are good. Probably not good enough to stop this kind of behaviour, but...
Construction work is complete.
New heading.
We'll sing you to death, they might. I mean, they're stealing all my income as well, which is a problem. You can see there. Stealing the income of this planet, 100% of the income of this planet, which is very, very frustrating. They're also sitting on the other side of the... Oh, predators. They're sitting on the other side of the planet as well, which is unfortunately preventing me from defending in any meaningful sense.
We have come under attack.
It looks to me like this planet is going to be lost in moments. The Zakdorn strategists have had their day. Could not save themselves. Oh no. Fortunately for us, the Romulans aren't upset with this. Mind you, I don't think it matters at this point. I think it's an academic decision as to whether the
We are
Romulans
yours
are
to
happy or
command.
not. I don't think repair docks are going to help much. They might.
Construction crews standing by.
Just never know. And, hey,
For the Union.
stop that. Stop that. I need more ships if I'm going to compete in a meaningful sense. Full of Dungers.
Changing course.
In course. Making a little bit of income, but it's just not enough.
Construction work is complete.
Hopefully, now that that's reached 0 health, they'll get a little bit irritated with the whole situation. I was hoping they would move on, but they haven't. But those repair docks are effectively to repair these turrets while they fight. Or that's what I was hoping anyway, but they're not coming over. It's somewhat frustrating.
For the Union.
Right, you guys, we're
Changing
going to create a
course.
fleet with you, and we're going to tell you to hold position for them.
Moving.
What else can we build that will help us a bit?
One of our colonies has been lost.
Well, that's hardly a surprise.
More latinum is
Boy,
required.
deckies. Try and get a group of 20 together, maybe. Garon, you're at level 10.
Construction work is complete.
Time is wasted.
Time is wasting.
Too bad your starbase can't move. It would be interesting if I did give it that facility and capacity, but that's not something that we've gone for here. Are we under siege over here yet? No, surprisingly. But we're pretty much done here. Zakdorn have
We must
retaken
not
their own land.
allow this to transpire.
Go.
For too long, we Cardassians have yielded to the outrageous demands of the Federation and its allies.
You're talking about the Klingons, aren't you?
More latinum is required.
Look, can
Standing
everybody
by.
stop screaming? Everything's fine.
Construction work is complete.
Tempted to grab a couple of facades. Don't know how much use they're going to be in the... Why are you so badly damaged? Oh, fighters, of course. What's my favourite ship in Trek? Ooh. Now you're asking.
We have come under attack. We
Must respond. Oh, shit. Oh, look how many stalkers.
I will personally be commanding all Cardassian vessels during this mission.
Oh, God.
We must not
They're onto me,
allow
folks.
this to transpire.
Construction work is complete.
For the Union.
For the Union.
I really like the Connie refit, and I also really like the Constellation. I know she's not even an attractive ship, but there's something about her.
All stations ready.
New heading. New heading.
Do you think we should accept this as a loss and move to the beginning of another playthrough, perhaps as a different faction? Or do you think I should continue trying here? I think the kind of catch-22 situation that I'm in is my income's never going to be good enough to compete at this point.
Construction work is complete.
I don't know. I'm going to do what you guys want.
Double the work details in ore processing. We need more dilithium.
Yes.
Just alter the gravitational constant of the universe. It's really quite easy. Oh, God. Got a Feckler over there. Level 8 Feckler. Gee. More predators. One thing that I suppose we could do is we could give ourselves another level of No, we can't give ourselves more construction bays. It's plausible that we could...
Ready.
Unable to build.
We are yours to command.
There we go. Another dry dock there. You have some more set classes, but I don't know whether that's going to be enough. Start a new one, says Chris. You play through as the Klingons. If you can't beat them, join them, says Brendan. Federation, says Starman. Ooh. Unless you like watching the fall of
A
an
true
empire.
victory is to make your enemies
That's
see
Medeiros,
they
thank you
were
so
wrong
much
to
for
oppose
the
you in the first
$1.99
place.
donation.
To force
Just
them
be the Borg.
to acknowledge your greatness.
For too long, we Cardassians have yielded to the outrageous demands of the Federation and its allies.
We have come under attack. We must respond.
New campaign, show off another faction, says Bruce. Some people just like to watch the world burn. Well,
All stations ready.
let's send our ships in for one little glorious assault. And then we'll have a couple of minutes downtime because I need to transfer a couple of files over from my current in-dev version to the working version. To the release candidate version. It's particularly a couple of envoy changes which now allow the AI to correctly take over minor factions. Because I'd made an error there, and that's why they weren't doing it.
Ready.
There's what's called an AI use type, or a ship use. No, I tell a lie. It's called a role type for ships, and I didn't include a new role type that's been put in.
Work is complete.
Romulan, says Paul.
Awaiting further orders.
And the final, last gasp of my people. do absolutely adore this Katinga. Look at that. What a beast of a ship it is. Well, admittedly, this Katinga is probably a little bit more complex than the original Katinga. Katinga. Particularly when it comes to its nacelles. And nacelles are more based on the Chronos 1 variant, which is a lot more detailed. And ooh, no, he's cloaked, he's not having that. He doesn't like it. Right. Surrender.
One of our colonies has been lost.
One of our colonies has been lost. Game. Oh yeah, look at that. We were fine until here, and then the Klingons really started attacking. Oh, Jesus. We were in no fit states to compete. Wow. Now, one thing I will say, folks, is one thing that I can't do is I can't show off the mechanics of the minor factions if I'm the Borg. So I'm not sure that that's the faction that I would prefer to be. I could do a little mini poll, I suppose. Or I could just have you chat away and tell me what you would prefer to have. So let's put the Borg on the back burner for this one. Not many changes have been brought to the Borg. Federation, Klingons, or Romulans. Those are the three choices that we have here. So tell me what you would prefer. It's going to go onto the... While you were gaming, shut up. It's going to go onto the chill out screen with my little logo there while I make just a couple of file changes, and then we'll be back in game. Grab these envoys. That. To my release candidate file. You can't see what I'm doing, sorry folks, I'm talking to myself. Right, there we go. I've done what I must. Okay, I've got 2 Romulans, a couple of Feds, 3 Romulans and a couple of Feds, 4 Romulans and a couple of Feds. British doesn't seem to mind, he's willing to go for anything. Jonathan says Klingons. Ian says Feds. Basil says Borg, in spite of the fact that I've said I'm not doing the Borg. 4 Romulans as well. Parade Partisan and Brian both say... oh god, and... I'm gonna go for your second name there, Balban. Zikian? Zikian? Is that right? Zikian Balban, I think. Romulans sound pretty decent, I guess. Alright, everyone's kind of suggesting the Romulans here, so... I think it yeah, everyone's going Romulans. Right, let's get out of that before I get a copyright issue. Oh, look, the first thing that we see is a legate. Damn it. Right, new game. I've changed a couple of files over, so the other factions should now. Shh. Rhine Colonies is always quite a fun map. Yeah, I think maybe 46 planets, 6 players. Yeah. Game options. I think we'll leave everything as is. Fast income rates, build speed, and ship speeds with fastest research, just to make everything a little bit faster. Everything else is going to be on. Victory options. We could lock teams if we chose to.
I'm not
just any Cardassian.
No, lock teams just makes it easier for me. That's not fair, is it? King Apex Games, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate that. Let's go for play, and we are going to be the Romulans today. I kind of like this teal colour for the Romulans, so we're going to go for that. It automatically went to the Obsidian Order thing. And I do like this one, but it's Stowe, and I know it's Stowe, and that will anger people, so let's go with here. Romulan. There we go. We'll leave everyone else... shall we leave everybody else as random? Invariably, that means there's going to be at least one Borg player, and it's going to be bad times for me. Is this a community game? No, this is just me doing some testing for the next release version, which will be out over the next few days. Do you have different files for your mods, or do you have all your mods in the sins file and just enable the ones that you want to play? Well, I've of course got two mod folders. I've got the developer mod folder and I've got the standard mod folder. Standard mod folder plays on Sin's Rebellion main, which is what you're seeing on the screen right now. And I also have a developer folder which has got our in development version. We update that through something called Git. What I've done is I've taken some files that I changed in my developer version, and I've just dropped them onto the files in this version, which has updated a few things. Brian seems happy. Bad times for Gull, fun for us. Yeah, let's do it. Let's allow the Borg to potentially spawn. I hope they don't, but I bet they will. Let's go. Hard mode. Not super hard this time. Gull versus 5 Borgs. Air Rider seems to have more confidence in me than I do. That or he just wants to see me lose. He just wants to see me lose. Oh, there goes my throat. Well, I'm happy with how stable this version is now. I think it feels pretty good. And I think the changes that we have wrought have made quite a positive difference overall. Right, we are the Romulans. Let's just pause briefly so we can... There is one Borg player. Unimatrix 007. They are the biggest threat on this map by a long way. We've got a Dominion player, a couple of Klingon players, and... Oh, interesting. No Federation here today. Just 2 Cardassian / Dominion players, 2 Klingon players, and a Borg. What an interesting map this may end up being. We are the only Romulans. Love it. Let's have a Ministry of Order. Just unpausing it. A couple of Ministries of Order. We will grab our Vengeance class immediately, and we're going to need a few Hawks.
The resources.
Lack the resources. I bloody hate Romulans.
Yes. Scout reporting.
Off you go. You go exploring. You go exploring too. You have a couple of Griffins to support us with the new starting fleet mechanic.
How may I serve? How may I serve? Engage engines.
Engage engine. Atrax says, I love all the work you and Stellar Parallax are doing. Thank you for the opportunity to enjoy this wonderful mod. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how revitalized Sin's modding has become. I'm delighted by it, in fact. I think the developers of Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion have...
New planet.
They've kind of pulled out the stops recently, and they've just... they've done a lot of work to help Sin's modders. And that's really pleasing to see. It shows that Sin still has legs. And the modding scene still has legs. I'm really looking forward to Ages of the Federation as well. Not all that far from release on that either. It could be quite exciting once we have that. Let's take a look over here and see what we can do. Well,
we lack the resources.
Let's get some hidden research labs immediately. immediately. We're also going to take
Station
architectural
complete.
reform, and the reason that we're going to do that is because max population increase. Something that I neglected to do in the last version was to do specializations. If we do social specialization here, it's going to increase our money quite a lot. Kill the Borg fast or all will be assimilated, says Riker. You're probably right. Ooh, you get more ships when starting. You do, because we found that the AI in Sins 1.93 and 1.94, they for some reason, now this is base game, it's not just the mod, they're more reluctant to build cruisers and frigates, which makes their early game quite challenging for them, particularly when you've got everything on. So what we decided to do in order to partially mitigate that and make the lives of the AI a bit easier was to include starting fleets. Now that benefits the player, of course, because it means you can get into combat a little bit faster, but it also benefits the AIs fairly significantly. Right, there we go.
Proceed to coordinates.
New detected.
Tis more brave to live than to die.
Tis more brave to live. It'll be interesting to see how long it will take for the Borg to win. Not long, probably. Well, we've got tricks up our sleeve. I mean, they're not good tricks, but they're tricks. One of the things that I'd like to do as soon as I possibly can, really, is to start getting some more impact on the ships. These Hawks are not very good at all.
Engage those treacherous fools.
New planet detected.
We need more Armada 3 videos with you and Captain Shack. I did speak to Captain Shack the other day. He messaged me last night, and he suggested that he might like to play a little bit of Armada 3 on Thursday, so we'll see if that pans out. As you can imagine, he's quite a busy fellow, so it may be that doesn't work out as we hope it will. But if it does, I'll be absolutely delighted. It's been ages since I played games with Shack.
Leave nothing left.
And I'd really like to. He's a good egg. Our Presidium has auto-constructed now, which is good times. Possibly not the most ideal location for it, but it's okay. We have Section 31 quite near us. Section 31 are pretty good. We'll have to try and take those over.
My life for the Empire.
I used to absolutely hate this design, the Vengeance class. But I don't know, it's grown on me quite a lot.
Our research is complete.
Send in Tom Hardy.
Engage those treacherous fools.
Every housewife has been saying for many years now, I think. Would be nice to get land consolidation as well, more maximum population increase. But first, let's try and get some of that social spec. Now you can see what social spec does is it increases our max population just a smidge. Population growth rate goes up, culture spread modifier goes up, but our trade and ship build rates suffer just a smidge. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to let my people make.
What is the request?
Request?
Tis more brave to live than to die.
You're the Romulans, you can just hide from the Borg. Not very effectively. Over here at the Section 31 base, you can see that we've got, or they've got, I should say, they've got a Prometheus, couple of Intrepids, Akiras, and Defiance. So, quite advanced, high technology ships defending them. They also have an Argus array, so they can spy on people.
We have successfully colonized.
Okay, we've colonized a new world.
Planetary research is complete.
Excellent.
We lack the resources.
Don't have enough dilithium to do what we want. As per usual.
We lie in the shadows.
Aye. Let's go up here.
Swiftly and silently.
fine fellows as well. Try and colonise that world. Give ourselves a steady financial base. We have the superior base.
New planet detected.
There we go. Are we in a position
to coordinate
trade yet? We are. Imperial Trade Forum. We'll grab that ASAP.
Our ships have arrived.
The Sheila says, got to go, guys. Hopefully I can get back before you finish. I'll be around for probably about another hour and a quarter at a minimum. It may be a little longer, but I don't want to promise anything. I'm going to make some more
Station
talons
complete.
as well.
Station complete.
David Miller says, look forward to seeing you and the guys playing this again. Always hilarious conversations while you play.
New planet detected.
David's basically saying, you're idiots, and I like it. Wait, do Section 31 have a capital ship that you can buy? They don't. I just click on here. These are the two things that they have. They've got covert espionage, which allows us to actively see what's going on in any gravity well that we've already discovered.
Proceed
or we have
to
sabotage
coordinates.
activation, which targets enemy frigates, corvettes, and structures. Must be owned by a must not be owned by a minor faction and not be a militia.
Station
So any enemy player, we can spend 1,500 credits in order to destroy any frigate, corvettes, cruisers, of course, because they come under the umbrella of frigates, and normal structures, not star bases, but normal structures. And they will blow up after about 10 seconds. Nice. Off you go scouting. I need to know where the Borg are.
How may I serve?
How may I serve?
Proceed,
That is the
Centurion.
question, isn't it? Yes. Let's see what further things that we can do in order to help ourselves. Yes. Let's grab narrow beam mining. That's going to increase our extraction rate.
Station complete.
Tis more brave to live
than
to die.
New planet detected.
Oh, there goes that one.
Bring all weapons to bear.
Couple more scouts.
Reporting.
Go on, off you go. More searchy, more findy, please.
My life for the Empire.
My life for the Empire. Well, I can imagine they'd be very reluctant to die, given that they're Romulans. I don't think that they would be all that sold on the concept of dying for their Empire.
New planet detected.
Now let's grab some more social specialization. Really start getting that tax income, that cash dollar money.
We have the superior power.
Sounds like the Cardassians have a proposition for me. What do they want? They want us to attack the House of Mork. Well, that may happen. That may happen indeed. Section 31 should have a cloaking
My
galaxy
life
class.
for the
That could be quite
Empire.
fun. Bajoran scum over here. I mean, lovely Bajoran friends.
We lie in the shadows.
And once again, you can see that our the local militia.
Planetary research is complete.
If you're using the Outlaw Sectors DLC and it's active, the local militia will come back as your ships once you take an area. We have some Lenoras, a couple of Shrikes. What else do we have?
We have successfully
And some Hawks
colonized.
here. So nothing like too serious in the way of defences, but it is there, and that's kind of nice, isn't it?
My life for the Empire.
My life for the Empire.
Engage engines.
Get you over there. Oh god, there's only one resource asteroid here. That is disappointing in the extreme.
Proceed to coordinates.
The
New
most
planet
powerful
detected.
non-player faction.
We have engaged the enemy.
You mean from a defense standpoint? The most powerful defenses you'll find around any world of these, the minor factions, are probably the Borg cooperative, because they've got a cube. And I think they've also got a tactical sphere. So their defenses are quite tough to overcome if you're straight up attacking them. But other than that, the only power that these minor factions have is in their abilities. And I like to think that they're pretty good across the board.
Station complete.
Interestingly, the House of Mokai is right here. We need to take Ing as soon as we possibly can in order to try and cut them off from the general direction. So that's something to consider.
Proceed to coordinates.
Let's grab a military station over here. Ministry of War, there it is.
New planet detected.
What can we get here? Shrike classes, I really do want some of those. They would be lovely. And indeed, jubbly. Shrike classes are pretty good. They're fast little frigates.
We lack the resources.
Cheap, cheerful. Chumbawamba.
We lack the resources.
I am yours to command.
Send these guys over. What have we got?
coordinates.
6 inclusion frigates and a couple of Aratoran
New
cruisers.
planet
That's
detected.
not a weak defending group. Not a weak defending group at all. How are we looking from a financial perspective? Acceptable. Good, but acceptable.
Proceed, Centurion.
New planet detected.
Proceed to coordinates.
Going to be an easy
How
fight.
may I serve?
For the inclusions, we're going to lose ships here because these cruisers, the Aratorum cruisers. In fact, I could just I could focus on the Aratorum cruiser, see what it does. Unless it just runs away.
Station complete.
Oh, it's going for the interceptor. Oh, Borg. Oh no.
New planet detected.
What you doing, buddy? Sugar lumps. That's the Borg.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
I don't like that.
We have engaged the enemy. New planet detected.
That strike class. Done yet? Nearly. We're gonna get some.
Our research.
Gonna get some lovely strikes shortly. And we're gonna need them.
We have the superior firepower.
We're absolutely going to need to raid a load of our enemies. Now, you can see that we've already lost several ships, and that's primarily due to the Aratoran cruisers.
Empire.
Not sure why the Borg are using their interceptors to scout. They do actually have a scout.
My life for the Empire.
Over here we have the House of Grilka, so we're actually surrounded by Klingons. Over here, the Fifth Order.
Complete.
Very interesting.
My life for the Empire.
Still concerning.
'Tis more brave to live than to die. Engage those treacherous fools. My life for the Empire.
See,
We lack
you can
the
hear now that
resources.
we're starting to
Get in position.
build our ships nicely.
My life for the Empire.
What the fuck? Oh, I thought you said they were easy. Oh, the Borg? Yeah. No worries.
My life for the Empire. My life for the Empire.
Go on, Shrikey Pikeys.
'Tis more brave to live than to die. My life for the Empire.
Antholians. Stop blowing holes in my ships! Who's next? This one?
My life for the Empire. My crew is ready.
My crew stands ready.
We lack the resources.
My life for the Empire.
Alright, some of our strikes are arriving now. Really like these ships. It looks super cool. What's up, Patrick? How you going?
My life for the Empire.
I think my biggest issue with the Romulans is they don't have an easy way of summoning ships. That is true.
My crew is ready.
One thing that they do have, however, is they've got the capacity to use transwarp.
Empire.
So that kind of offsets that in many ways. If you've got a strong production zone somewhere else on the map, and you use the transwarp capacity that you have on these Presidium stations. Transwarp Nexus. So you get a Transwarp Nexus on a Presidium station that is somewhere nearby one of your production hubs, and somewhere nearby the front lines. You'll be able to just move your ships directly over there without having to go through all the different places. Really, really want this world. It is tier 5 colonization. I have just noticed. Shabumpkins.
My life for the Empire.
That is not ideal. Got to find a way of reaching tier 5 colonization as it stands, and I don't think we're going to do that with any great ease.
My life for the Empire.
I think we're going to get to tier 3 at the moment. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. This is a wasted fight.
It is more brave to live than to die.
Keep it steady.
My life for the Empire. We have the superior firepower.
The superior firepower. Phantom Flux Field.
My life for the Empire.
Planetary research is complete.
Yeah, the Romulan starbase is a very good tank. We used to have dual starbases for the Romulans a long time ago, but we found that it was somewhat OP. It wasn't ideal. Oh, we've got some Nausicaans over here. They're fun, they do random raids. Haven't actually found that many... Tal Shar over here. Tal Shar are fun. I'll see if I can get those later. One thing that the Tal Shar do really, really nicely is they do what's called Shadow Strike. They can have... there's an ability where their ships just appear immediately over an enemy world as designated. And that's effectively to simulate the fact that they can cloak until they are upon the enemy.
Bring all weapons to bear.
Smell infinite chase.
My life
turn
for the
around.
Empire.
I'll have no infinite chase here.
Yellow alert.
Oh no!
New planet.
Strike!
Tis more brave to live than to die.
There's actually no point us attacking this one. May as well come back
Lay in a
here.
course.
If we can't take the world,
Lie
what's the
in
point?
shadows.
Proceed to coordinates.
Let's grab the Imperial Trade Forum as and when we can. Lenora classes I'm not bothered about. We'll take optimized targeting, however. Grab ourselves a couple of Hawks.
We lie in the shadows.
And I suppose we'll go and kill these Bajoran scum over here. Let's take a look at our home world. I've got a nice population of 394, but we can push that to ever greater heights. Sell a little bit of metal.
Our research is complete.
More social spec, please. Up to 554. That's going to really increase our tax income. Cash money moolah.
Our ships have arrived.
How may I serve?
We lie in the shadows. Fire all weapons.
Quite a lot of defending ships here. Quite a lot of them.
We lack the resources.
Engage engines.
My life for the Empire.
The Bajorans traditionally, they're not massively strong. Like these little Pericans, you can destroy them very, very quickly.
My life for the Empire.
Might go for some matrix optimization as well, get those shields upgraded.
My life for the Empire.
May as well go for these little Pericans next.
My life for the Empire.
Bring all weapons to bear.
Now, one potentially good tactic
Lay in
is
a
to use your
course.
capital ship to take the world immediately, because it means you'll start getting defenders to come and help you. That's always
New
nice.
planet detected.
All ahead, full.
All ahead, full. Let's get that shield upgrade. We now have the Imperial Trade
Keep it
Forum,
steady.
which is going to be good for us, because finances are a place that the Romulans struggle in.
'Tis more brave to live than to die. My life for the Empire.
We have successfully colonized.
There you go. We've now colonized this world, which is good, because we should start getting
My crew is
defenders
ready.
to help us. There goes that Jinitsa.
Research is complete.
Fire all weapons.
May as well take away some of the damage potential of the enemy by grabbing the Pericans.
Reinforcements have arrived.
What are you doing, you silly sausages? Just move away. This doesn't matter right now. Things that are important, there are things that are not, and you're clearly not paying attention to the things that are important.
They will die.
There you go. What's damaged?
Fire all weapons.
We have engaged the enemy.
We're in a position to get a trade forum here. Nearly. We have a surplus of tritanium. Trade forum over here. Over here we can't get one at the moment, but if we grab this, we should be able to. We're not far off. Boop.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
When is the next release of SDA 3? The very moment that 1.94 drops for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion. So, it was due to be last week, but that didn't pan out, unfortunately, because there was, Blair let us know that there was something, I don't know what that something
My life.
but something that needed to be done by Stardog. I presume that's something like an internal server thing. They needed to update or upgrade their servers so Ironclad Online works properly. I don't know.
'Tis more brave
please
to
don't
live than to die.
But I'm guessing that it's something of that ilk.
Fire all weapons.
Right, over here, I think I'd like to do something relatively similar at Tini. Yeah, getting a trade forum I think is going to be very good for us.
My life for the Empire.
Yeah, playing defensively as the Borg is quite, or has the potential to be quite a rewarding experience, doesn't it? You're quite right. Right. Talking about getting a trade forum up. Well, get that done. Want to do the same over here, but we're not quite in a financial position to do so yet.
My crew is ready.
The good news is the Imperator is leveling, which is
They will die.
really like this design. Cardassia War Cruiser. Got some green smush on it at the moment, unfortunately. It's not being showed off to the best. Cool. By the way, folks, if you are enjoying this, I would appreciate it if you would share this on your various social media sites, just to get more people seeing it, really. The more people who know about SDA3, the happier I am as a little bunny. This is broken. Look. That is the bottom of a Federation icon right there. I need to fix that. Where's my notepad? Right, there we go. I've written that down. Smuggling specialization icon. Right. Irksome. I hate it when you find things that aren't working correctly. Absolutely despise it. You think you've got everything done, and suddenly there's an icon that doesn't work right. It's only about 4 pixels off, but 4 pixels is 4 pixels too many. Everything must be right.
Have the superior firepower.
Right, okay, so this... Ready! As you scale up the tech tree, will you keep using frigates, or do you use only cruisers? I still use frigates. They do still fill a role. Like with the Romulans, it's almost academic, really, because the Romulans are they're very much a capital ship faction. Compared to most.
'Tis more brave to live.
So having high-level capital ships is really super duper important for the Rommies, whereas it's just not quite as important to have cruisers. But you do still need them, of course, to split the damage potential of the enemy away from your cap ships.
Station complete.
But high-level cap ships is where it's at. Right, let's grab an envoy. We'll grab section 31 there. Excuse me, my apologies. Not been very well the last few days. I've got a bad throat.
I am yours to command.
I'm in some discomfort. Right, this class... Oh god, 4 Dharma
Our research is complete.
Proceed, Centurion.
That is a scary thought. But I would like to get another Ministry of Order here. I think I can get another one here.
Proceed to coordinates.
Yes, I can.
Our ships have arrived.
And with that, it should take us up to... Not quite 5.
Station
Dang it,
complete.
Petey. Getting closer. We need one more. Which we will be able to once we've got enough.
Our people have a proposition for you.
Oh, my people have a proposition for me.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Surprise, surprise, the House of Mokai is on the attack. Rojin, look. The hunters are abound. Hello, my Herodian friends. Or in this case, enemies. Yeah, lots of Klingons here. Clearly they're trying to advance in this general direction.
Station complete.
Peter, how are you on this fine evening? I'll get that new planet infrastructure done. I'm trying to lock down a planet, you see, at the moment. That's why I'm mostly concerned about this. This one does need more infrastructure. This one's done. This one's done. Oh no! I lied to you. How do you feel about that, Patrick? Cardassian lies.
Complete.
Quite a nice defensive fleet here. Heavy defenders and the like. Harpies. Love the Harpy class. It's really nice. Harpies, kind of a Romulan answer to the Defiant. Torellian vessel is heading towards Alaris. Interesting. That's the plague ship, by the way, folks, for those who don't know. That's what it is. Now, in wild theory, we should be able to research tier 5 colonization.
Complete.
And
It
we'll
is
send
more
our
brave
fleet
to
in.
live than to die.
I think it's 13 minor factions, Mukul.
Planetary research is complete.
This is Turnador, by the way. I don't know how to change my name on Google.
Keep it steady.
I think there's a way of doing it. I've done it before, but I can't remember how I did.
Our research is complete.
Possible to be this handsome and this intelligent all at the same time, surely. Or insert other generic excuse
It is
here.
more brave to live.
Right, lots of Klingon Katinga classes, but they're gonna have a bad time now.
We have the superior.
You with the face, take over this world.
Where to?
Where to? I'm an envoy. I must whisper.
Fire.
We have the superior firepower.
Cheeky Burrell. Hello. How you going? Not going to support your friends then? Oh. Goaded him into action. He's coming in.
We have successfully colonized.
Alright, we've secured
It is
this
more brave
world.
to live than to die.
Now this is a very high value world from a mineral standpoint.
We lack the
Look
resources.
at all this sexual wondrousness. Yeah, these are all words.
It is more brave to
Think
live
about an alternative
than to die.
history full. You kind of mirror universe Federation faction.
Planetary
Would
research
certainly be
is
interesting.
complete.
The DLC says 15. Well, it's we've got unique minor factions. We're not using the base games.
We have the superior firepower.
Well, I suppose I could have shoehorned a couple more in, but I couldn't think of abilities that would do enough to change the game state to justify it. It didn't seem worthwhile, effectively.
My crew is ready.
The Klingons are continuing to push more and more of their people into this particular star system, so they're clearly interested in claiming it. They're not having it though.
My crew is ready.
They can sausage off. Do I have a trade station here? I don't. Let's get one. Imperial Trade Forum. Cheeky cheeky. Sell a little... Oh, bollocks. We'll sell too much of this.
My life for the Empire.
It is more brave to live than
This
to
is going to
die.
be really good, getting all that titanium.
We have the superior firepower.
Another lovely level on our cap ship here. And we have taken Thirat. So one thing that we could do, just as an example here, is we could use covert espionage to see what's going on over here. See that they've got their Tai Gokor over here, which is terrifying.
Station complete. Station complete.
And that's quite good. Cost us 500 credits in order to do so. Got a relatively long cooldown of 300. Sabotage activation is something I'm going to use in tandem with it at some point. And that should be quite fun. Hey, Broco, the battle goes well, thank you very much. Not the Cardassian one, we lost that.
Station complete.
That did not go well. Let's get a trade station over here as well, extend those trade lines.
Research is complete. Station complete.
Anything else? Terrellian vessel, fleet, gamma ray burst is heading towards Coleman. As you can probably see, folks, by hovering over here, there haven't been any really devastating random events yet, and that's something that I've concentrated very hard on. I wanted to ensure that the devastating random events were few and far between comparatively, and I think I've achieved that. In addition to that, I also, as you can probably tell, I've slowed the pirates down fairly significantly. Because it's something that was definitely a legitimate... Hello. A legitimate concern. And we can take this.
'Tis more brave to live.
Let's try and cheese it.
Than to die. Engage.
We're going to try and cheese this star system. What kind of cost have we got here? 650. Oh. Oh!
Station complete.
Proceed to coordinates.
Reinforcements have arrived.
My crew is ready.
Right, hopefully by taking over this planet we can get a load more defenders to come and help. From our neutral defender fleets, I suppose. Well, that's what we'll call them. Let's see.
Engaged the enemy.
Total income is okay. I'm quite reluctant to go and try and take morales at the moment because those Darmok cruisers are absolutely all killer, no filler. And we just don't have the capacity at the moment. We've only got one
station complete.
Station of Naughty Stationage. Ministry of War. I know what I mean. And it's about time that we started doing something about that, because we're going to start needing to research military technology.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
We have successfully colonized.
We've taken this world. Let's be careful about what we attack now. Let's go for the
Bring all
Braille first.
weapons to bear.
We serve only the Tal
What
Shiar.
we should likely find now is that
Planetary
some of our
research
local
is
defenders will
complete.
realise that bad is happening, and they will send more defenders over to help.
My crew is ready.
It'll take them a hot minute. We'll take out that raptor.
All ahead, forward.
Oh, we can't.
Station complete.
He's cloaked. We'll go. I think we'll grab a Ministry of War down here as well, as and when we're able. Selling more titanium. Ministry of War right here. Let's see what we can now build. The Dederidex is what I really want. What I really want. We need one more Ministry of War structure in order to grab the Dederidex. We can, of course, get Commander Tomahawk.
Planetary research.
So that's going to be an option for us. Bit of Ministry of War in here. Have another one here.
Station complete.
There it is. Save it for Tomahawk now.
We lie in the shadows.
We lie in the shadows.
Station complete.
I haven't got defensive territory research quite yet, but it looks like the fight is won really at this point. Except for the cloaked enemy vessels. Fine, we're pushing back enemy culture now as well, which I like. I like it. Do with unlocking culture. Tal Shiar surveillance. Oh no. Hello, boys.
My life for the Empire.
Tomolomolomolok. Grab Tomolok.
Planetary research.
And then our
is
next unlock
complete.
is going to be the Dideridex itself. Or maybe the Buzzard and Shadow. Buzzard and Shadow, I think, are actually more...
'Tis more brave to live
importante
than to die.
We have engaged the enemy.
Let's grab target propulsion. But we're doing quite nicely on here. We've got a level 60 Pirata now.
Complete.
Go. See, the enemy have sent some Katingas over here.
Station
And
complete.
look at our defensive fleets flocking to aid us.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Well, Klingons, you have nominated yourself as
Have the
early
superior
targets.
firepower.
Which will feel good to me because, well, you have upset me previously.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
I don't see a lot of Romulan play usually, says Daniel. It's a shame, really. I really like the Romulans, and I think they're a very good faction to play as.
We lack the resources.
We lie in the shadows.
Come on, fellas, take this. You are now the property of the Orion Syndicate. Break the rules and you will suffer. Follow the rules and you will
Station
suffer
complete.
less. But that's not true, is it? Because we're
They
killing
will
you.
die.
They are not your property, I'm afraid. Romulus stands free, stands alone. It looks like everything's fine over here. We could go into this segment. We can grab the beam defences and the torpedo defences. If we want to. And that gives us the opportunity to grab the Graviton Flux
Yellow
Generator,
alert.
torpedo turrets and disruptor turrets. The yellow alert somewhere. An unknown roaming life form has been detected. That is going to be the GOM-2. So the GOM-2 has spawned probably around the sun.
Our research is
GOM-2 is
complete.
passive unless attacked. It is a flavour event
Planetary
more than
research
anything
is
else.
complete.
Alteran, how you doing, my man? Alteran the Dirty Casual says, Romulans are the best. I do like them. They are good fun. Let's grab the Telshar listening post. It's going to be necessary. We're going to grab Frontier Establishment as well. And indeed, Border Garrisons. Because that's going to, once again, it's going to up our tax rate just a smidge. Wow, look at, look at all these minor defenders just going about their daily routine. Magnificent stuff.
Station complete.
Now, what else can I do in order to aid me? Well, this planet's going to be something of a linchpin, I
Our
suspect.
research is
This
complete.
temperate world. Gabok is something I think I would like.
Station complete.
What do I still have here? 8 strike classes of vengeance. Yeah, nah, that's not going to be sufficient at all anymore. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to sell a little bit more metal, grab more capital ship slots, and also grab some logistics slots.
Our ships have
And
arrived.
what that initially is going to allow us to
Our
do
research
is
is
we're going to be able to grab
complete.
Tomahawk, and then we'll save up just a smidge so we can grab the Buzzard and the Shadow. Less bothered about the Buzzard, more bothered about the Shadow at this point.
Our research is complete.
Over here, one thing that I will do while we await,
Planetary research
we'll
is
grab a couple of levels of logistical fun times. It's definitely the correct words.
Our research is complete.
I found the Federation hangar is the only useful one from the Federation. Typically, both their phaser and torpedo turrets are useful
Our research
situationally,
is
but it is
complete.
situationally, and I think that's something we
Station
need to be aware of.
complete.
Be aware of, excuse me.
We
not
have
be aware.
engaged the enemy.
Apparently, we've engaged the enemy. Oh, hello. Looks like my minor faction buddies are off on one, having a little attack on the enemies here. We've got the Tellarian Republic over here, the Tholian Assembly, also the Second Order. So, looks like this is a contentious world. North, Class F Geometallic.
Planetary research is complete.
Alright, here's Tomahawk.
You doubt my good faith. We will expect you to rendezvous at that time. I'm sure you will understand when I explain. We will expect you to rendezvous at that time.
We'll expect you to rendezvous at that time.
I'm sure you will understand when I explain.
I don't really mind the pirates attacking me at the moment. That's fine. They can come at me, bro. Let's grab a tell shell listening post over here. I'll also grab an Imperial Trade Forum, as I always do. How is my income going? It's acceptable. It's not good, but it is acceptable.
Planetary research.
And having Tomahawk will be a decent bolster for us. A little bit of this, get that trade forum up. Excelente. And this is likely, excuse me, I apologise. This is likely to become a ship production hub.
You doubt my good faith.
Yes, I doubt your good faith, Tomahawk. You are not an honest man. Right, so if we've done what we think we've done here, we've blocked off these Klingons. If we've blocked off these Klingons, then they're not able to do too much, which is really good news. Really, really good news for us. Wing Defenders are pretty good in early game, compared to many of the other things at this level, which is good. Can now grab this though, so... Yeah, I'm more interested in getting the shadow. High-level shadows are going to be critical to our game plan later. Let's do what we must in order to get them.
Planetary research is complete.
There we go. Okay, high-level shadow. Well, it won't be a high-level shadow. Low-level shadows coming up.
'Tis more brave to live
Going to send this fleet over to Gabok
than to die.
See what's happening?
We have engaged the enemy. Our research is
Jakar,
complete.
indeed, General Binobi. Jakar was a great character in Babylon 5, wasn't he? Absolutely sterling character. Let's see what we need in order to get the shadow.
Station complete.
Well, quite cheap,
Proceed
really.
to coordinates.
Proceed. We'll have to wait a moment for the Reddit build up. Right, what have we got over here? Primarily Acetona simulators, a few rando Federation defenders.
Our research
which would
is
stand...
complete.
Actually, it doesn't stand to reason. Are you Federation? For some reason, the Acetona simulators have decided... Some nice Wolf 3516 here, Springfield classes. They're not very strong.
Bring all weapons to bear.
Excelsior's pretty good. Challengers. Challengers, what's over here? Another Springfield.
You doubt my good faith.
This is Tomahawk.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Hello, that's just an Uchi-Jukchi scout, not too concerned about that. Fine, let's keep going with logistical development. I've just spent all the money that I wanted to save in order to build a shadow. Stupid, stupid girl. Grab that shadow.
We lie in the shadows.
Anyways, bud, I got to sleep. Have a great stream, girl. Good night, McCall. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Thank you very much for joining.
We have the superior firepower.
It's good to have this tier 6 ship already. And one thing that we could do is we could do a little bit of crew training. And I think maybe we'll do that with Tomahawk.
We cannot, Commander. Reinforcements have arrived.
The GT says, I know I ask almost every time I come to a stream of yours, but I haven't been to one in a little while. Is there any word on the next version of Stargate Invasion? And any chance you'll play? I will play. I haven't had any direct word on it, no. It's likely that they're not all that far off. I think there are a lot of mods that are kind of semi-holding their breath at the moment for 1.94 to be out, and once that's out you'll probably see an influx of several different mods. I know Star Trek Armada 3 is doing that. I believe Dawn of the Reapers...
we have engaged the
oh no, they've just released. They've just released, but it's compatible with 1.94, so that should work nicely. There are a few mods that are certainly waiting with bated breath.
I assure you I intend to do I expected more from you.
We lie in the shadows. Proceed.
There we go, we've got a shadow here. A holographic fleet, which is excellent. A singularity projector, remote defense fields, psionic blasts. All of these are very, very... Psionic blast doesn't sound correct. Singularity
swiftly
projector.
and silently.
We'll grab that. I don't like the description for Psionic Blast. I might have to change that.
Swiftly and silently.
Right, let's upgrade our lovely weapons a little bit. And we will start going down the resource accrual route. What's the word, Hummingbird? Hey! Oh, Dolly, you're on this SGI team as well. Well, there you go. Dolly is going to be able to answer this for us. How's SGI coming along?
Swiftly and silently.
I'll see you later, Air Rider. You have a good one.
My life for the Empire. We have the superior firepower.
Our research is complete.
Grab these bad boys. I think we're in a fairly okay position as the Romulans right now. That is, of course, subject to change depending on what the Borg are doing. Hopefully not much.
We have successfully colonized.
We have the superior firepower.
Take a look and see what we can do.
Resources.
Usually resource asteroids are okay on these planets. Of course,
Our
over here, this,
is
I don't know why this is called Starbase 27, but
Our
it is.
research is complete.
That's where the Orions live. So maybe we go ask them to attack someone else. If there's anything interesting going on. Not really.
My life for the Empire.
My life.
Swiftly and silently.
We cannot, Commander. Our research is complete.
Right, as I say, I was tempted to try and make this into a production centre. Let's make an Imperial Fleet Yard. Let's make a Imperial Warbird Yard as well.
I'm not just any con.
Carl Smith, thank you so much for subscribing to the
Station
channel. I
complete.
do appreciate that immensely. Probably another frigate yard. Hello, hello. Got a Predator class here.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
I think the defenders that we have are going to be enough to make that Predator class.
Planetary research is complete.
My life for the Empire.
There he goes.
Leave nothing left.
Station complete.
Oh, SGI has started moving to PBR.
Station
That
complete.
would probably... hello, pirates.
Proceed to
Come at me, bros.
Bring all weapons to bear.
You doubt my good
Tomahawk has leveled up a couple of times. Let's give him some damage reduction. And we'll give him that Verter on Cascade as well. Carl Alacherite, thank you also for subscribing. I really do appreciate that.
Our ships have arrived.
And one thing that we do have a relative abundance is the ability to make some more ships. So I was talking about how the heavy defenders were good. Raptors are also okay. Griffins, good side support ships. I think perhaps grab the potential to build some of those. Get ourselves a little supporting fleet on the go now.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
Where to?
I'd like to level the shadow, I think. Let's get that done. There we go. Let's level the shadow.
I assure you I intend to do this. No aggression.
Station complete.
Not too far off getting up that ship up to level
We
7,
have
which is kind
engaged
of
the
nice.
enemy.
I really like the Shadow as well.
Reinforcements have
There's mixed feeling about the Shadow in our team. Some of our team really like the Shadow, others hate it. I sit on the Prior. I think the Shadow is a really nice looking vessel. Oh, what do you think, guys in the chat? You know. What am I seeing down here?
Our research is complete.
Hello, hello. Looks like our enemy are making some attempts to attack us. With
What is the
there's a
request?
Predator there, that's a bit of a concern. One thing that I will do is I will shore up my planetary
We
defences
cannot, Commander.
with strategic fortifications, and we may also, just to confuse its targeting, build a couple. Oh, yeah, that's definitely an attack.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Right, lads,
Our research
we're out of
is
time. You need to come down here.
Proceed.
We are in a position to be able to build some
We
Griffins
lack the
now as well, which is
resources.
nice. Those Acetona simulators, I'm not too... Over here, we're probably going to build an Imperial Trade
Planetary
Forum and
research is complete.
likely a Tal Shiar listening post as well. Trade Forum first.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
I'm pretty sure that our defense fleets alone have got this.
Reinforcements have arrived.
All of our
My
capital
life
ships
for the
have
Empire.
leveled somewhat. Let's grab a better colonization
Where to?
function. I think the Hollow Fleet would be very, very useful.
Station complete.
And Tomahawk, what should we give you now? Maybe a better quantum implosion.
Proceed to coordinates.
And let's also grab some winged...
We lack
a
the
winged
resources.
defender. Just one. Maybe a Lenora as well.
Station complete. Station complete.
Do, of course, want the Tal Shiar listening post. Keep that culture strong. Some logistical development
life
might
for
not
the
go amiss
Empire.
here, because it will allow us to build
We
another
serve
Ministry
only
of
the Tal
War.
Shiar.
And they're always good. There you go, the defense fleet has beaten back our enemies.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
We serve only the Tal Shiar. Chance to hit within that range is pretty good, so Bionic Blast we will make use of as well. Starting to get that. Ooh. We could take advantage of these pirates. We have a lot of ships, but our ships are going in.
Fighters reporting.
We cannot, Commander.
I assure you
Get in there, get in there. Attack. If we can take those Klingons out of the game now, then that is just going to be great news. The Heavy Defender might be quite a useful ship to get as well. Let's see what we can do from an economic standpoint. Always a nice thing to do, is it not? Internalized economy, quite a good one. Increases our cargo holds.
We lack the resources.
Me. There you go, I have a question. How can I revert back to a previous version? I enjoyed the variety of planets, but it seems the patch I'm playing is geared more for human. Well, you have to revert sins back to the previous version.
Reinforcements have arrived.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Both civilian research labs.
Fire.
Too concerned about them. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. We'll find out.
Station complete.
My crew is ready. Strike now.
Our poor Shrikes are going to get absolutely shredded. Our cap ships, they're not at bad levels. They're not at good levels, but it could be far worse than it is. Let's spend a bit of cash, grab more cap ships. I think it's always the answer. Surely more cap ships. How much is the Buzzard going to cost?
Research is complete.
We'll research the Dodera decks, or the Donkey decks as I like to call it, soon as well. Sell a little bit of this, almost at the 2000 mark that I want to be at. Sell that, wait a few seconds. There isn't a video that I've made that will go through that process, Jordan, but effectively you go to Steam, right-click on Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, go to Properties, go to Betas, and then you can choose the version of Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion that you want.
Where to?
Relatively simple process.
We lie in the shadows.
Remote defense field, sounds good.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
I'm going to keep an eye on this because the Vengeance class is... it's okay, but...
We lie in the shadows.
Send him in. Send in the fodder. Let's look at the Donkey decks, shall we? 1350. We're there.
We lie in the shadows.
If nothing else, this is good experience for our cap ships. We can run them away if we need to.
Warbird reporting.
Reinforcements
There's the
have
Buzzard.
arrived.
That's going to be good against things that it can siege, basically. Give it Winged Fortress, because that is really good for it. See, the Shadow class is in real trouble.
Proceed to coordinates.
Let's get ourselves out of here.
My life for the Empire.
We have engaged the enemy.
What I don't want to do is I don't want to lose any.
My crew is ready.
Everyone, back to Zachol.
My life for the Empire.
For now. And we will build an Imperial repair dock or two. Ah, shit.
Where to?
I just lost her. Well, shit. There goes our shadow. That's infuriating. And that was my own fault for not paying closer attention earlier. Give me that shadow. This is on the PC, Tacitus.
My life for the Empire.
Right, come on, fellas. You're gonna need to get out of there. I think I would like to grab a Dodonki Dex. Ah, perfect. Thanks. That's what I was going to adventure into once you finish streaming. Last question: what version was it that released with the surplus of planets? When you say surplus of planets, do you mean planet types? Because it's the current release version, Best of Both Worlds. But Best of Both Worlds is fairly notorious for not being very stable. So use at your own risk.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Like Nemesis by itself, it's relatively stable, but Best of Both Worlds, the same can't be said for it, I'm afraid. Wish I could, but I can't, because I would be lying.
Tis more brave to live than to die.
We lie in the shadows.
How frustrating that we lost that shadow. Yes, defensive terrorist 2-day completed. The buzzard is going to make a difference to that, though, of course, because structures. Take that singularity projector. As
Warbird reporting.
Always should. New Warbird.
My crew is ready.
And I think we'll probably take... Gravitic Shockwave is great. Cloak Fleet is quite useful. But I think the Shield Inversion Beam is fantastic. It will restore the Dex's shield while damaging
Our
other
research
shields.
is complete.
And that... It's hard to say no to that, isn't it? Let's grab some heavy defenders.
We have engaged the enemy.
Have engaged the ball. Oh, hello. Skilder Cat. What have we got here? A couple of Janissaries, support fleet-wise. A lot of scouts for some reason, because they're idiots, I suppose. And largely a cap ship fleet. Interesting.
Where to?
My life for the Empire.
We cannot, Commander.
Yellow alert.
Oh, an unknown life form, roaming life form. Another one of those. Okay. 2 now. Oh no, a peculiar transport vessel has been detected. Interesting. I think more heavy defenders. I think they're going to be the order of the day here. Everything seems to be working as intended over here. Could build ourselves a Ministry of War or a Ministry of Order. Maybe a Ministry of War would be a good thing because it allows us to get Sila. Sila's pretty damn good. She comes in a Dodonki Dex as well.
Tis more brave to live than to die.
To die. Lovely wing defender. Wing defenders look super duper cool. Like, they really do look like a bird. I love it. If I was a Romulan, I'd want to be in one of these. Heavy defender variant. What like the wing defender? Doesn't have the little leggies. Starting to get an acceptable fleet now. Take a look at the Imperial Academy. I'm going to take more ships, please. And I'm also going to... Now the things that we can do here is we can grab the Deridex refit straight away. That's going to be really useful, and then we'll grab Sila afterwards. The Dideridex refit will allow these Dideridexes to become a little bit better. You'll see a colour change, and you will see an extension of their abilities. Asta says, I'm a huge RTS and sci-fi fan. Can't believe they didn't make Babylon 5 or Galactica game. There is a Galactica RTS, but it's not. It has increased. No trouble, testers. Whoa, what music is this? Says Zenzan. He said that a couple of minutes ago, admittedly. It's something I get from Epidemic Sound. And the current track is called Release the Fire. And it's by a composer called Nicholas Johnson. The previous track was called Heroic March, and it was by Johannes Bornloff. Epidemic sounds pretty good, in many regards.
Our ships have arrived.
Right. Valdor's harpies. A lot of good things. I feel like the Valdor. I think I like the concept of Sila more than I like the Valdor, though. So let's get her done. We have unlocked the change, if you like, to these guys, and you should be able to see now that they have an additional weapon. They don't do a vast quantity of additional damage, but they do have an additional weapon now. They're a little bit tougher in general. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Zenzan? A bit more shielding would be good for us. Go down that line as well. Well, there's so much that we could do. Well, the frustrating parts of this game. There's a lot that you could do.
Our research is complete.
Hello, pirate friends.
Warbird reporting. Moving out.
What I might do is I might just sell everything that I can here and take a look. The Mirage here hasn't been leveled, so let's try and level her if we can. There we are.
We have engaged the enemy.
There we are. By the way, folks, if you are enjoying the stream, please do feel free to hit the subscribe button for more content of a similar nature. Hit the little bell next to it as well, because you'll know and things like that. Well, theoretically you will. You're just not traditionally very good at that, but you never know. I live in hope.
Empire. Leave nothing alive.
Nothing alive. The Romulan way. Now that we've unlocked Sila, has she turned up? Yes.
Treachery will get you everywhere.
Oh, Sila.
Full impulse power.
We have the Talshian network. We have Psionic Subverter.
Our planet is under attack.
We also have the Tetrion Field Emitter, which gives them worse shield mitigation. That's quite a good one. Take that. And I've got the hiccups. Dang it. There we go.
Your will.
Not good for us, because they can get to our planet quite quickly. Let's get strategic fortifications over here. And perhaps a couple of defensive satellites.
Warbird reporting.
Like this warbird, we're going to give
proceed
absorption layer. Give it a little bit more survivability to begin with. Looks like the fleet is following Sila into battle. Now that we've got Sila, let's think about what else we can do. Perhaps getting a Valdor would be a good idea.
Proceed.
The Valdor is the ship that you see in
We lie in the shadows.
Ooh, I want to say
Swiftly
insurrection.
and
Is it
silently.
Oh, hello. The moment we
Swiftly
leave, you
and
see? You
silently.
see? Trustworthy, disgusting Klingons. But our defenses will hold. Sila is
Treachery
here.
will get you
Sila
everywhere.
is ready.
Our research is complete.
Oh, and she's a psionic subverter as well. Big fan of buildings that shoot back. Yes, turrets are nice.
Engage engines.
Benson says, I wouldn't want to be Romulan. Their culture is probably like corporate politics on steroids. I don't think that's a bad description, if I'm honest. I think you've kind of got a handle on that. Sell a little bit of this. It'll do. Let's grab a Val door.
We lack the
maybe a heavy
resources.
an additional heavy defender. Oh, there we go. There's Sila causing gypsum to all of our enemies. Their chance to hit's gone down the drain, their hull restore rate is down, their chance to evade is down, their shield mitigation is down, and they are running like curs, like whipped curs.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
Oh, I do like the Romulans. They're quite fun.
Engaging thrusters. Proceed to coordinates.
We lie in the shadows.
We cannot, Commander.
My crew is ready.
Oh God, he sounded so miserable, didn't he? My God.
How may I serve? What is the request?
What is the request? The request, sir, will be... Yes. A quantum ballista.
Treachery will get you everywhere.
Will indeed, Sila. Let's give you a better psionic subverter, shall we?
We have engaged the enemy.
Oh, hello. More pirates. Just seems rude. Stop your abilities. We'll see where those go. Right, another thing that I wanted to do, because I thought it would be quite fun, is...
The reinforcements have arrived.
That costs 1,500, that costs 500, we need 2,000 all told.
Our planet is
There we
under
go.
attack.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Klingon homeworld.
Yellow alert.
This is something I need to patch out, but I'm going to make use of it right now. Can't target this, but what we could, for example, do is we could target the target the strategic command. That needs to be patched out. But there we go. We've now selected sabotage activation. Low security clearance sleeper agents embedded in the enemy military are activated, allowing us to destroy an orbital station. And there it goes. Just taking out their capital productions. Oh look, the Gomtu.
Our ships
Hello.
have arrived.
Hello, little Gomtu. Little peaceful Gomtu.
How may I serve?
Your will.
Your will. Grab a supercharged torpedo.
We serve only the
And we will
Tashiar.
also grab
Station complete.
another level of holographic fleet. Haven't seen the Borg in a while. Kind of scary, that. It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Have they actually made friends with him? No, they haven't. Good.
We have the superior firepower.
Superior base. Let's grab some fodder. So many shrikes as we can get. And then we're going to recommence our attack. Look at the little Gomtu.
My life for the Empire.
Got a little ability where he'll defend himself, but other than that, he just kind of travels around the map. Lonely. Bless him.
My life for the Empire.
We have the superior firepower.
Our planet is under attack.
My life for the Empire.
Fighters reporting.
What is it? Keep moving.
Where to?
My life for the Empire.
Singularity projector. This is interesting. Luckily, it appears our torpedo turret has disturbed them and they're not doing much. Kern is here. KS damnation. Good,
Reinforcements have arrived.
There's much damnation. Let's grab another level of shielding. I think I would like some containment upgrades with antimatter as well. Very useful for the Romulans.
Proceed to coordinates.
My life for the Empire. All ahead, full.
These Klingon scum will be wiped from the face of the galaxy shortly. I hope. Additional hull. Not that that really makes a great deal of difference.
In the shadows.
Right,
They will die.
let's kill Kern.
Our research is complete.
Got a couple of Ravenuses, but not much else. 3 Ravenuses. Ravenai? Yeah, Ravenuses. Yes! Oh, yes! There will be no escape.
They will die.
The Romulan war machine has begun to churn. Hell with it, chase
Get in
after them.
position.
I assure you I intended no deception.
House of Grilka has been defeated. Oh no, that'll be the Borg.
Where to?
Everything's fine,
Our
everything's fine.
research is complete.
Avenues, yes! I like this.
We have engaged the enemy.
We serve only the tall shield.
Right, first things first.
Swiftly and silently.
Excellent. Next Ravenous, please.
My crew is ready. It shall be done.
It shall be done. Fear us, but follow. Right, kill whatever you want. Aye. Aye, I tell you. A couple more Ministries of War, and why are we doing that?
Our
I hear you
research
ask.
is complete.
Well, because I would like Denatra. I would also like the Harrier class. I would like the Tara. I'd like everything.
We are the superior race.
Let's grab the Tetrion field emitter.
We serve
upgrade.
only the Tal
Let's also
Shiar.
grab the remote defense field. That's always going to be good.
We lie in the shadows.
Your will.
My will indeed. Let's take an improved gravitic shockwave.
Lie in the shadows.
Our research is complete.
Not having such a good time now, are they?
Fire all weapons.
See how quickly and or slowly take out their turrets now.
Your will.
It shall be done.
Not bad. And you can see one thing that's continually happening is you're getting those fake griffins. Those at his level. Grab some decoy drones.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Lovely. Wanting everything. How Romulan? Yeah, as well, you know.
Reinforcements have arrived. Yellow alert. Our research is complete.
Four trapezoids, 7 of 9,
Our
and a
ships have
tacticals.
arrived.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Ships. We need more ships.
Our research is complete.
What is the request? Lock weapons.
We have engaged the enemy.
We lie in the shadows.
My crew is ready.
Our research is complete.
So there's nothing to be concerned about. Everything's fine.
Our research is complete.
Guys, why won't you just... Everything's fine. Shit.
We've located the enemy.
Sell a bit of this, sell a bit of this. Grab Tavaras, we're going to need them. Falcons, we're going to need those too.
Where to? Our research is complete.
How may I serve? What is it?
Where are you?
'Tis more brave to live
than to die. The House of Mokai has now been defeated as well.
Our research is complete.
We'll mop up their worlds and then we will start creating a good fulcrum of defense over
We
here.
have successfully colonized.
How may I serve?
We cannot.
Hello world, you are
Commander.
mine now.
We lack the resources.
Born under a benevolent leader.
Our research is complete.
Grab that trade for him. Well, pew pew now. Yeah.
Lie in the shadows.
That's the shape of it.
Planetary research is complete.
Don't think I need a Tel Shah listening post over here. So I think what I might do is I might grab a civilian lab instead.
Our research is complete.
I think that's what we'll do. Let's grab Ministry of Order.
'Tis more brave to live than to die.
I'm gonna fight. Trade ships. We don't care. No, go.
Proceed to coordinates.
Communications established, Commander.
Oh.
We have entered the coordinates. Warp drives engaging.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, it's Borg time.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
We have the superior firepower.
Planetary research is complete.
Commence repair.
Yeah, okay.
We have the superior firepower.
Oh, look at all of our defense fleets coming in. Oh my. Sorry, a little bit of lag you'll find there. There we are.
Our planet is under attack.
Proceed.
Station complete.
We lie in the shadows.
Planetary research is complete.
These are what you need. Take the obelisks out.
We lie in the shadows.
Go!
Yes, Commander.
Okay, Denatra's here. Denatra, we need to take out these obelisks.
Approaching target. Intercept course plotted.
Maintain this course.
Grab the Warbird wing.
What is it?
S.
Drop weapon.
Get full barrage.
Yes, Commander.
Really don't want Section 31 to fall.
Communications established, Commander. Approaching target.
We might be okay. Got the Queen.
Station complete.
Swiftly and silently.
Not now, Orions.
How may I serve?
All craft, break and attack.
Drop weapon.
Planet is looking like it's going to survive if we can take out these guys.
Nothing remaining.
This low-level Valdor is having a bad time. Good cloaking, good tactical cloak there.
Go ahead.
She is good. Mr. Denatra's okay, she seems fine. Still up. Section 31 is still alive. Cannot believe that the Romulan Star Empire is trying to have Section 31 survive. Quite a bit surprised there. Nobody saw that coming.
Right now.
Oh yes! Spinny thing. Good old spinny ball. I can't build turrets around this world, I'm afraid, Patrick. This is a minor faction world. Okay, it's going to be most important to take out the slightly lower level ships first. Normally I'd go for the capital ships with any normal faction, but this is not a normal faction.
What is the request?
Let's grab full barrage.
Communications established, Commander.
Let's take Rivet Shockwave
Yes,
improvement.
Commander. It shall be done.
Maybe go for the Queen. The Queen's looking
Set
fresh,
course
but
plotted.
the Diamond's looking ropey. Donato's looking a bit ropey as well, but the rest of the factions are surviving. There she goes.
It shall be done.
My heavy defenders has been... Whoa, hello explosion has been taken.
Warbird reporting. 'Tis more brave to live than to die. Bring all weapons to bear.
Take out the Trapezoid. Game effects are really loud when zoomed in. Oh, my apologies. Suppose I could change that slightly. How's that?
Proceed to coordinates.
We are the superior race.
And that is how the Romulans do it, ladies and gentlemen.
My life for the Empire.
Pretty damn good.
Yes, Commander.
Surprised that Donatra didn't level up there.
We have the superior firepower.
We serve only the Tal Shiar.
Well, I think we'll grab a Tavara to complement the fleet. We haven't got one of those. We'll also grab a Harrier. And there are Falcons. Maybe some Harpies.
Lack the resources.
Hey, Harpies. There we go. That makes me happy. That was our first Borg defense, but I'm afraid, folks, horribly, that has to be the end of the stream. I've been going for just shy of 2.5 hours now, and that's about what I wanted to do this evening. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you enjoy the content that I make and you enjoy the mods that I make, please do make, or that I aid in making. I don't do it by myself, clearly. Do hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it. I do have a Discord as well if you'd like to join in a gaming Discord that primarily focuses on strategy games of this nature. A lot of sci-fi in there, a little bit of fantasy as well. Lord of the Rings I'm a big fan of. Click on the Discord, join in, join the conversation. I will be in a general Discord chat for a little while after I finish this stream, so anybody who wants to chat to me can do so. And if you really like the work that I do and you want to support me in some way, then consider taking a look at the Patreon in the description below as well, or indeed hit the join button, which allows you to become a member of my channel. It unlocks some emotes, does little things like that, and it does directly financially support me, which is also lovely. For now, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.